lapel. Okay, so my victim is here in my guard. All right, and so whether I'm going for the sweep or the submission, if I can open this up and get my deep lapel grip here, the collar grip, like I think of this as a lapel grip and this is a collar grip. Does that make sense? It's the same piece of material, but you know, on a suit, here's your lapel, here's your collar, okay? So I'm gonna open the lapel to access that deep collar grip. I'm trying to grab what? That tag, okay? And then look, my wrist goes down tight here, all right? Now, if we are working for our sweep, I can start looking to control it. If we want to go straight for the submission, my first submission that I'm going to try to do is the choke, okay? There's no faking, or, you know, you only have so much oxygen in your blood. So if you can cut off the blood supply, your brain goes to sleep real quick, okay? You don't tap on an arm, yeah, pops and snaps, whatever, but you can still be in the fight. If you don't tap on a choke, you're going to sleep. All right, so my first grip is here. Now look, I'm going to change my angle to bring my other hand under and into the other side collar. Okay, now I want to dig deep, right? I usually pull with my legs and punch my hands up deep here. Okay, it's a matching grip with my thumbs out. I'm trying to touch my thumbs together. Okay, trying to touch my thumbs together here. Now look, I curl my wrist down. Defend a little bit so that I'm not choking you. I curl my wrist down, okay? And then I pull my head in tight here, keeping my elbows, pulling my elbows down towards my hips. I don't want to do this. Okay, look, if I'm trying to put the pressure by bringing my elbows up, you can block it. But if I put the pressure by bringing my elbows down towards my hips, now he can't block it. Now look, see this space here between my hands? I want to make that space small. I grab that lapel, look, I turn my wrists like this. This makes that space small. You're not going to get it all the way to here. You're going to get it from here to here, and he's going to be tapping, okay? But that's the feel. That's what you're trying to do. Look, I'm here. I get my grips, and then I want to roll my wrists towards me and curl them and bring my elbows towards my hips. Notice my head goes to the side of my arm that's closest to me. If I try to go this way, I'm blocking myself, okay? So one, open the lapel, get that collar grip deep on the tag. This is the key, this first grip, okay? Change my angle using my legs, because sometimes it's hard to get under here. I just come up a little bit. I change my angle so I can reach under the arm, palm up. Okay, I get it in there. Now look, I punch, get this deep, punch, 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 get it deep. Breaking his posture with my legs. Now look, I can try to touch my thumbs together. Now I curl my wrists in. Okay, just curling my wrists in alone is enough to get that tap. When he starts defending though, I'm gonna curl those wrists and I'm gonna pull my elbows towards. See, my head comes to this side. If I try to go head on this side, I'm blocking myself. So whichever arm I'm closest to, I follow to that side. Check. Last time. One, open it up. Two, get my grip. What do I need to do to get this grip?
Change angles.
Change my angle a little bit with my legs. Reach in under. Now what?
Punch.
Settle for the lapel, the loose lapel grip. Now punch that deep in there. Okay, get that deep in there. Then when I come back to center, I'm curling my wrists. Boom, right? And bringing my head towards that side. Elbows towards the hips. Okay, don't flare them out. Check. Let's do it.
So who are we training to fight? White belts or black belts? We're training to fight black belts, right? Eventually that's, you know, not everybody can be a black belt, right? But we're gonna make you the best blue belt you can be, the best purple belt you can be. At each phase you gotta, you know, it takes a lot of time and commitment to get there.
So if I just set my grips and go for the first thing, I'm gonna assume that the person I'm fighting against knows what I'm trying to do, is a little bit experienced if they're a black belt, right? So in our system, we try to have stuff that, hey, if the first thing doesn't work, it's almost like it's a fake for something else, okay? So what'll happen is, yeah, I'll come in and get my initial grip. If I can get my initial grip, he's gonna be very wary now. He's gonna brace this arm here and grab this arm here to prevent me from really being able to put a lot of pressure with this. And he'll also use that other hand and clamp this down, see, where I can't get a very good grip, all right? So what I can do is come over the top, okay? Come over the top and grab or go thumb in. Usually I just grab the lapel, or I just grab the material, okay, and start making a little bit of pressure here. He can defend this, and that's okay. But look what I just do with my feet. Right? I put the foot in the hip. He thinks I'm trying to come over to make pressure for this choke. He's defending. Okay? Look, leg comes up. Right? I'm using this to pull him down. Leg combs the hair. Now look. I'm right here for the arm lock. Now, some key points here. The leg is up in the armpit, other leg is smashing down on his head. I don't cross my feet. Do not cross your feet. I'll come around and hit you with a bamboo stick, okay? Because look, in this position, if I cross my feet, he can get his head up and stack me out of this, all right? If I use my whole leg on his head, now he tries to stack me up, it's not gonna happen because he's got all the weight of my leg, and he's trying to carry all of me on his head and neck. Okay, I've isolated his arm, knees are pinched close together, pressure down, and my hips go up in the direction of the thumb. He can change the direction of his thumb. I change the direction of pressure on my hips. Okay, notice I'm doing this just with my hands so you guys can see, but what should I be hugging this? I want to be hugging this. Okay, I don't want to fight his arm with my fingers. I want to fight his arm with my arms. Okay? Once again, I start with my initial grip. Okay, he's wise to the choke. He doesn't want me to get it. He's not letting me get this other hand through. He's keeping the pressure off. So I'm going to put my foot in his hip to change the angle and start attacking this side. He's still worried about the choke, right? Because if he doesn't defend this, I can get the arms down and I can choke him here. Okay, so he's got to defend that choke. This choke is always a threat. I bring this leg up high in the armpit. Look, I'm looking in his ear. I'm 90 degrees. Now, because my hips, see when I bring this leg up, I want my butt out here facing out this way. So this leg comes over. I comb the hair. I hug the leg. Put the pressure down on the head, pinching my knees. This arm can come out. And look, what do I have? I'm already hugging this arm here, right? Pressure. Hips go up against the direction of the thumb. Change the direction of the thumb. I make the pressure with the bottom leg. Puts the thumb down. It's flexible that way, weird. I use my top leg and put the pressure this way. So you guys walk me through this. First step. Grip. Get that grip. He defends. Okay, so if you're this guy or girl, get that defense. Both hands blocking that arm. So they can't come through and get that second grip. What do I do to change my angle? Foot in the hip. Okay? Bring this over. Start attacking this other. Get the slack. If you can get your thumb in and start attacking, that's fine too. This is usually quicker and works just fine. I get my elbow down and my wrist. So I put some pressure on his neck. He's got to defend. What do I do with this leg? Bring it up in his armpit and change my angle all the way over here. Now what? Comb his hair with my leg. I stay tight. See, I'm keeping this grip. Right? Everybody see this? I'm keeping this grip until my leg is over. Because if he tries pulling out now, see? It's very hard for him to pull that arm out. Once I hug the arm, if I need to take this grip out now, I can let it slide out. And I'm putting the pressure down with my heels, pinching my knees together, and this arm lock is very tight. Okay? One other little bonus here. If I'm here and I'm pushing down on his head, all right, and he's trying to defend, I can actually bring him all the way up and over, right? Go ahead, roll to your back. No, just go to your back. Okay, you can end up like this a lot of times from this, just from having all this pressure on his head. All right, he starts to defend. Okay, no problem. By bringing this leg up in the armpit, it takes him off balance. Now I'm here, and I finish the arm lock there. You know? So transitioning from our front choke, our mixed grip, right? The first one we did was same grip. So we're doing our mixed grip feint to that basic arm lock, okay? So the style here with our system, okay, if I can't get this grip, okay, he's fighting in and he won't let me get the grip, then what do we look for to get control of? The sleeve, right? I can usually get a hold of the sleeve. Now, this isn't a wrong way to get the arm lock. It's not wrong at all. But most places teach when you're learning the arm lock to come here and here and control this arm and lock this down. And this is strong. And if he doesn't know the arm lock, then this is good. Okay, here comes the, if he doesn't know, then look, everything stays the same. Foot in the hip, change my angle, comb his hair, everything stays the same. So I can certainly get the arm lock like this. Okay, I've seen black belts get it on black belt. Nakapon is awesome with this grip. Like he'll lock this down, he'll get your gi, and he just locks his elbows down. And he's insanely strong, and you know, he's just so tight, and you're trying to get that arm out of there, and the whole time he's just, you know, it's like just coming down it. So it's not wrong. Okay, but we can't always be stronger and faster than our opponents, so sometimes we gotta be a little slicker than our opponents, okay? So if I can't get my lapel grip, and I get my sleeve grip, and I come to here, what's he expecting? He's gonna be expecting the arm lock, right? So he's gonna try to just kind of keep it tight and not let me extend it. He's gonna try to lock it down to my hip here, right, to defend it. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna bump my hips up, and I'm gonna shrimp out, okay? Shrimp out, and come up to my elbow right away. I grab the lat. See where I'm at? I'm putting pressure on his arm. My chest is up on his shoulder. I'm all the way out here on my armpit. If I can reach his lapel over here, if I can get to the point where I have his lapel, I'll do it. Because what's he got to do from here? Yeah, he's going to try to get this arm out of here. With this pressure, with my body pressure up here, it's very difficult to do. I have my elbow, I come up to my knee. Now look, as this foot drags in, I catch this hook. Okay, so I've got this hook in. Now I put my far hook in, and I'm already feeding the lapel for my attack on the back. So I've got both hooks in, I'm on the back, I got my points, and I'm looking for an attack right away. So this is taking the back from the armbar setup, right? What do we do from the guard? Sweep, submit, or take the back. So we did sweeps all last week. We just did 2 submissions. Now, I'm trying to play that game. He's breaking my grips. So I come to here. Can I hit my arm bar here still? Yeah. But if he knows it and he's keeping that arm in there tight, okay, hips up, right? Hips up, shrimp out, and I drag this across. Coming up to my elbow, reaching across, grabbing the lat, grabbing the material in his armpit, or coming all the way through to get that lapel grip. If I can't get the lapel, just get a handful of whatever material you can grab. No purple nurples, okay? Just the material. Check. If you get some hairs in there, that's his problem, not yours, okay? So I'm up on my elbow. He's trying to get this arm out. That's fine. Look, I use the leg pressure on his back to bring my hips up. I come to my knee. My near hook is in. I put my far hook as I start feeding that lapel. Okay? The tricky part of this, right? Boom, sleeve grip. Look, the same grip. I get that cat's paw grip backed up by the fist. Now if he's trying to put that hand out there, it's tough. This is a very strong grip. Come across, grab the triceps behind, right? Boom, hook, foot in the hip. Now what? Hips up, I shrimp out and come up to my knee. Boom. All at the same time, reaching, boom. Get a handful of material, use the pressure of my leg on the back to come up to my knee. Elbow, knee, hand, get my lapel, put that far hook in, boom, come up to the top. If I get centered, I can break him right down. Okay? So this is taking the back off the what setup? The arm bar setup, because I make him think that I'm going for that arm bar. Okay? Let's do it. Our guard attacks. All right, we started off getting our good lapel grip here. All right, and getting the sleeve control if we couldn't get our other grip and playing this game here. I want to work off of this for you guys so that you can see a couple different entries as we progress through the curriculum. From here, what was the first sweep that we were working?
Scissor sweep?
Right, so I come out, I bring my knee across. Now look, what have I done with my knee?
Put it in his chin.
Yeah, I brought it up kind of high. I've got a couple different choices. I can put it here. What do you feel like doing when I put my leg up high like that, John? So, right? And another thing you'll do is come and bring this arm, yeah, and start trying to, sometimes if I put this up like this, he'll reach under it. Okay, what he's doing right now without realizing it, okay, is he thinks, okay, I'm gonna put the arm under and pass the guard, right? So what I do is I switch from here. As soon as that arm goes under my leg, he's one in, one out. Okay, I'm gonna shrimp my hips out this way, bringing my leg down on the back of the head. Okay, see where I'm at? I still got these same grips, and I'm going to what? Triangle. A triangle. Okay. So off these same grips, boom, boom. Maybe I'm not deep enough to get the choke or whatever, what have you. Okay, I can shrimp. Look, sometimes I'll even do this. Okay, and if he doesn't, if he accepts it, you know, if he accepts it at all, I'm in position, right? So I never even, I just kind of shrimped out like I was going to put my knee across, right? But he can even be like, he can be holding on to my hip here, right? And when I shrimp out here, I bring my knee over the arm, right? And if he, yeah, that's normally what will happen. The guy will grab the leg. So now look, I can put my foot in the hip, or I can just shrimp off of it here. Okay, but I'm going to shrimp my hips out this way and bring my leg up over the head. I go from looking in his eyes to what? Looking in his ear. Yep, looking in his ear. Clubbing his head like a baby seal with my calf. Okay, I've got this controlled very well. So I like to hold on to this. It's hard for him to, you know, if he's trying to posture up here, it's tough because I've got this grip. Normally with the triangle choke, we grab this leg. But since I have this double grip, I'm just gonna lock this up, right? Look, foot down and away and knees tight, okay? Feet down, away, knees tight. Good to go? Or once more, you wanna see? Okay. Ed, let me grab you, buddy. Your front row seats. Okay, so we're playing our game here. Boom, right? A shrimp. Look, I can bring the knee on top. All I need to do is touch this to here, and I can go right to it. Right? See, it happens pretty quick, doesn't it? Right? This is chopping down. I'm in position. Leg down, out. Squeeze the knees together. If I need to at the end of that, I can let go and pull down on the head. But I want to focus on getting this angle, right? I don't want to try to triangle choke the guy when I'm here looking straight at it. Because see, my leg's on his back and he can posture up. Knee over. I like having the foot in the hip, but you don't have to have it. Okay? Look, I shrimp. This comes over. This is strong, strong grip here. Clubbing. Boom. Good to go? Okay. So we got kind of like a little scissor setup for the triangle. Okay. The entry into that, but I'm just showing you entries that are consistent with the grip game that we're playing right now. Okay. As our other guard, as we go into other positions, we'll cover different grips and stuff. But the grips really determine what you're doing. So off the same gripping pattern, okay, where I'm working for this arm bar, okay, it's pretty common for him to try to stack, try to bring his arms together and try to stack, especially if I do what? Yeah, cross my ankles, okay? It's also very common for guys to come and grab my head to try to stack me, okay? Guys will grab the head to stack. This top arm now is in a great position for a cutting arm lock, okay? I'm isolating his elbow, okay, here with my arm. I like to just grab here. You'll see some people hug it, but this allows me to put all sorts of pressure right on the elbow, right? Whenever I'm attacking a joint, I need to control joints on either side. So I'm controlling the wrist, I'm controlling the shoulder, and then I just put the pressure here on his elbow. Okay, and a lot of times his other arm will still be stuck in here. Alright? So, or I'm working off this arm bar setup that we did yesterday, trying to get the arm bar. He stacks and grabs my head. Because what he's trying to do is get this elbow out. Right? Go ahead, elbow out. Right? That's fine, he gets the elbow out, but look, where am I? Making pressure on this elbow, okay? So I trap his wrist here, right? I talk on the phone to the wrist. I ask if the elbow's home. I trap the shoulder. And I'm pulling down here and pushing up with my hips. So if he's still trying to stack me, it's very difficult with all this pressure down on his head. So once more, it's a common defense, right? When I start working this arm bar, for him to grab and try to stack. So look, I bring my feet down, talk on the wrist, talk to the wrist on the phone, isolate this elbow, put the pressure down here, and my hips up. Can you see? Head, please. And this works off at either arm bar setup. Okay, the one that we were doing yesterday, or the one what are we doing for this for? We're taking the back, right? But if I do end up going for the arm lock, okay, and he's stacking because he wants to get this elbow out. So as he's trying to get that elbow out, I switch to here, talking to the wrist, right? Here, trapped. If he tries to come this way, I block him with my leg, right? Try to go forward in, right? Try to go backwards. See, I'm pretty, you know, got a lot of, if he tries to bring his head up, it's tough to do because I got all that weight on him with my leg. In the meantime, I'm right on this elbow, pull in, hips up. I'm going to call it a cutting arm bar because I'm cutting into the elbow in the way that it's supposed to go, but past that point. All right? Let's give it a try. All right, so if I'm trying to get this lapel grip and I can't, he's fighting, he's breaking the grips, he's not allowing me to get it. Generally, I can at least get a cross grip, okay? We're also going over, you know, ways to get to the back from here. So if I get this cross grip, I can get to the back fairly consistently. But I have to be confident in this one, and it's counterintuitive because I have to give space with my hips. I'm going to strip out the side that I'm controlling and push this across. Now look, see how my arm is straight? On the other attacks, we come up on our elbow because I'm coming up to his back. On this one, I stay flat to the ground. Okay, see, by pushing this across, I brought his shoulder down, so I stay flat on the ground, reach across and grab. I still grab my handful of armpit hair or whatever I can get a hold of over here. Now here's the key, people try to stay too tight. See where my leg is? It's up in the hip. Now with the other leg, I shrimp, 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 and I drag him into the hole here. Then I put my other hook, and I'm on the back. I don't come up onto the back, I'm dragging him down into the back. Does that make sense? So I'm not coming up on my elbow. Don't come up on your elbow on this one. Okay, trying to get my grip, he's fighting. Okay, so as soon as I get this good cross grip here from off of his defense, okay, shrimp, throw this across. This foot stays hooked in the hip. This hand comes over and grabs. If I can get the lapel, man, if I can get the lapel right away, because he's trying to bring this arm back. Okay, this is a very strong grip for me. I'm pushing this away. Okay, it's hard for him to bring it back in. But now people are like trying to climb up on the guy's back. He's laying on my leg. That's not what I want to do. I shrimp out. See how that changes his hips? And I bring him to here. Now I can go from this lapel grip, I punch, and go right into my attacking grips. Okay, Ed, please. Trying to get my good collar grip, but he's stripping, he's not letting me. He's sitting up high just like that because he's tall and he can get away with it. So I get my cross grip, right? As soon as I get this quickly, shrimp, throw this across, all right? He's gonna be trying to get this arm back, okay? I reach, look, see, I'm still laying on the ground, it's okay. I reach and I grab. I'm on the side here. He's trying to bring that arm back, I'm not letting him. I shrimp, see? He falls right into the hole there. All right, boom. If I can get this lapel under the arm, then I'm in real good shape. Then I can let go and start attacking. Okay. Once more from here. Trying to get my grip, he's not letting me. I get right on that cross grip, shrimp, bringing this across. Arm comes up, I grab, okay, get hold of that gi. Now, I'm not trying to climb up on his back, right? Even if he's trying to keep his base here, if I shrimp, see, that pulls him right into me. Usually I gotta shrimp 3 or 4 times, okay? Boom, get right on the attacks. Yep. Okay, so this is a cross grip, sleeve drag to the back. All right, so we're working from this triangle. All right, I got my good grip that we've been working all week. All right, I start working my triangle here. All right, and when I bring the leg up over, a lot of times guys will defend by grabbing, just by grabbing this arm. Okay, grabbing this leg. I'm sorry. Okay, when I try to go for the triangle, they'll grab and wrap that arm there. Okay, anytime the guy's grabbing or wrapping my leg, okay, or anytime the arm is on the floor here. Okay, these are the 2 things I can look for. I can look for the arm on the ground, or him hugging the leg so that I can't triangle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick this leg out. I want to go from facing him all the way around. Okay, I grab the belt, I grab the sleeve. I shrimp out, so that my leg is putting the pressure down on his arm. I'm controlling the sleeve and the belt. I straighten this out, break it down, sit up with my hips out here. Okay, arm across, hold on to the sleeve. Now come up. Ideally, I break him down to his flat. But usually he's trying to escape. So I come here. If his arm is up, you see this? If his arm is up, I come up under the paddle. You see this? If his arm is up, I can actually underhook this arm. This helps me. Okay. Point the knees towards the head, and I bring his wrist towards the back of his head. So I'm working for this triangle. Boom. He doesn't want me to triangle, so he hugs this to make the pressure, and this changes the angle because I want to be over here generally for the. So what I can do is get the grip on the belt, get the grip on the sleeve. I'll even push on the head here. Okay, push on the head with my foot. I want to get my butt out. I shrimp away. I straighten my leg to flatten them out. Flatten them out with my heavy leg on the back of the arm. I sit up. I'm here. Okay, feet go to the outside, and then hips go up towards the back of the head. Is this your bad shoulder? Oh, okay. Good to go? See all the details?
Sir.
The key with the omoplata, okay, if he puts his hand on the ground, I'm showing a specific entry. There's many different entries. But the key here is that I get all the way. I want to turn from facing him to all the way over to facing the other direction. My leg comes down, not on his back, right? I don't want to be on his back where I'm fighting his whole body. I want my leg on his arm. So it's my leg versus his arm. I'm leg wrestling his arm. Okay, I grab the belt or keep him from rolling over. I control the sleeve. I flatten him out, okay? If I triangle my legs here, it's easier for him to stack. If I just stop and triangle, see, he can come up, back up. But if I push and flatten him out initially, then when I come up, look, notice, I don't want my butt facing him. I want my butt facing out. Okay? And then feet to the outside, hips over, I drive the hand towards the back of his head. On the Kimura, all right, on the Kimura, again, if his hands are on the ground, it's a good place to go. If I want to get his hands on the ground, I can grab his elbows. Okay, if I'm not working these grips, or even if I am working these grips, if I break his balance and the hand goes on the ground, then he's in a good position for it. So again, I can be working the grips that we're already working, or I can just pull on the elbows and pull with my legs. Now he's going to be trying to stop himself from going anywhere and sitting back. Okay, from here, I'm going to open up. I'm going to sit up over my elbow. And look, I'm using my legs to bring my butt up. Here I can't reach. But if I use my legs, I can reach up and over. I figure four my hands. Okay, if I have my thumb initially, right, can you see this grip? If I have my thumb initially, when I switch and I get my figure four, I take the thumbs out and I go wrists up. Okay, now my butt's up so I can reach over. As I drop back down, I'm going to change my angle here, bringing my leg across his back. Okay? I'm hugging his upper arm to my chest, hugging it with my elbow. I'm trying to bring his elbow to my chin here, and I'm bringing my wrist up. Okay? Big difference. If I'm here, there's lots of slack. He can move his arm. But if I go wrist up, there's very little slack. Okay, my leg's over his back so he can't roll. And now I drive his hand towards the back of his head with a tap. Okay? So once again, I break his posture. Boom. Sometimes he'll just put his hands on the ground. Okay, I open up a little bit. Look, I grip the wrist. Now I sit up and I come up off my butt. I use my legs to lift to get that distance. Okay? I lock here, thumbs are out at this point. I'm hugging his upper arm to my chest. I'm pulling his elbow towards my chin. As I drop down, I change my angle, legs over the back. Hugging the arm, elbow to the chin. It doesn't have to touch it, but I want to be straight in it. And I curl my wrist and drive this towards the back of his head. Now sometimes guys will grab my pants to defend, which is awesome because all I have to do is kick and break the grip. Okay, if he's grabbing my pants to defend, it's good for me. So I kick, boom, and finish the Kimura. Good to go. Okay, so we've started attacking this Kimura here. Boom. And as I go, he feels it coming on, and he straightens the arm out. Okay, he doesn't want me to bend it. So when he straightens the arm out, I'm gonna bring this over my head. Okay, as the arm passes over my head, top arm switches above the elbow, okay, to turn this into a drag. Okay, I drag this by, I come up to my elbow, and where am I?
Taking the back.
Taking the back. I'm on my elbow, I'm reaching over, I'm grabbing the lat. Now I come up, I use the leg pressure on his back to lift up and come through, make my hook, come up, and I got it. Okay, so, boom, working this. Okay, he feels that Kimura coming on, and he straightens his arm. So I bring it back up over my head. As this arm passes over, my top arm switches palm down, goes from palm up to palm down and slides. Okay, I'm gonna shrimp as I come up to my elbow, drag it. My chest is over his shoulder so that he can't pummel back in. This hand here grabs the gi, the lapel, armpit hair, whatever I can get over here, good grip on. Okay, I'm on my elbow, I use this leg on the back to bring my hips up. I make the near hook, I'm feeding the lapel as I get my far hook. And then I'm ready to attack. It is very important where I switch. I'm tight here. Once I get to here, this switches quickly above the elbow. Okay, I keep passing it over the head. Look, I'm shrimping my hips and coming up to my elbow quickly. So I'm on top of this shoulder. Hand grabs the gi. Okay, use my leg, I'm on my elbow. I go elbow, knee, hand, and I'm on the attack. So that's the Kimura to take in the back.